Hola, amigos. Hola. Muy buenos días. Buenos días. Sorry for the funny camera angle, but my battery's low. I got to make sure everything's working right. Anyway, today we're going to lecture Chapter 7, Section 2. El capítulo 7, la sección 2. La sección 2. En el libro estamos en la página 205. 205, page 205, if you're following along in your book. Now, today we're going to be talking about the Spanish verb gustar. Can you see that okay? I hope you can see that okay. Gustar. Now, if I'm going to ask you, ¿cómo se dice gustar en inglés? Undoubtedly you would say to like. Gustar means to like. And that's true in a sense. In Spanish, we don't like things. In Spanish, things please us. Now, it sounds funny to say, chocolate pleases me. Now we say, I like chocolate, right? Chocolate pleases me. Cheesecake pleases me. I mean, it's funny to talk like that in English. But in Spanish, that's exactly how we have to say it. Because again, in Spanish, we don't like things. In Spanish, things please us. Here's what I mean. In English, if I have a sentence that says, I like chocolate, chocolate, I like chocolate, right? Who or what is the subject of the sentence? Who or what likes the chocolate? I like the chocolate. So I am the subject, like is the verb, right? And then the direct object is what's being liked, in this case, chocolate. This is how we express it in English. I like chocolate. The subject is who or what is doing the liking, okay? So if I were to translate this literally into Spanish, I know how to say I. ¿Cómo se dice I en español? Yo. And then the verb gustar, let's go back to the verb gustar here for just a second. It is a regular AR verb. So you know how to conjugate regular AR verbs. You just drop the AR and add the appropriate ending, right? These are my endings for AR verbs, right? So that's not an R, that's an N. So anyway, drop the AR off the verb gustar, and I'm left with gusto, gustas, right? Gusta, gustamos, and gustan. So I can conjugate that verb. So going back to our sentence, I like chocolate. I, ¿cómo se dice I en español? Yo. Well, then the verb, gustar, I need the yo conjugative form. What's the yo conjugative form of the verb gustar? There it is right there, gusto. Yo gusto, making sense? Yo gusto. And then, of course, chocolate. ¿Cómo se dice chocolate? El chocolate. El chocolate, okay? Here's the problem. This is an incorrect translation. Here's the problem. In English, the subject is who or what is doing the liking. In Spanish, the subject is what is being liked. In Spanish, the subject is chocolate. You see? Verbs always must be conjugated according to their subjects. Well, if el chocolate is the subject, is this verb conjugated according to that subject? No, this is the yo conjugative form of the verb. This is the first person singular. I need the third person singular. The third person singular. Chocolate is not me. Chocolate is not you. Chocolate is not us. Chocolate is an it. Remember that third person singular, he, she, it. Chocolate is an it, so I need the gusta conjugation of the verb. Should be gusta, right? In Spanish anyway. Gusta. But then all of a sudden, where does this yo come from, right? Here's a trick. If you read the Spanish translation backwards in English, it should make sense. So I'm going to read the Spanish translation backwards in English. Chocolate pleases I. Does that make sense? Chocolate pleases I. That's not how we would say it in English. Chocolate pleases I. We don't use the subject pronoun. What will we say? Chocolate pleases me. We use a direct, or in this case, indirect object pronoun, okay? So the point I'm trying to make is we cannot literally translate word for word order from one language to the next. Because again, in English, the subject is who or what is doing the liking. In Spanish, however, the subject is who or what's being liked. You see? So it's completely different. That's why we cannot say, I like chocolate in Spanish. We have to literally say, chocolate pleases me. ¿Ah? Me gusta el chocolate. Me gusta el chocolate. Chocolate pleases me. So we're not using subject pronouns with the verb gustar. We're using indirect object pronouns with the verb gustar. Okay? Me gusta el chocolate. Which, case in point, do you remember? Do you remember our indirect object pronouns from the last lecture? Do you remember what they are? Let's write them up here. What were they? Do you remember? Me, te, le, nos, and les. Those are my indirect object pronouns. And if indirect object pronouns are what we're using for the verb gustar, you just told me if I want to say I like chocolate, or literally chocolate pleases me, I got to use my indirect object pronoun. Me gusta el chocolate. Again, the verb gustar conjugated according to the subject. The subject is what is being liked in Spanish, right? El chocolate. And so read it backwards. Read the Spanish translation backwards in English, and if it makes sense, you're good. Chocolate pleases me. Huh? That makes sense. We're good. What if I swapped the me out for te? Sorry, I want to write that independently. Te gusta el chocolate. Now who likes the chocolate? You do. Or chocolate pleases you. You see? Chocolate pleases you. What if I wanted to swap that out for nos? Nos gusta el chocolate. Now who likes the chocolate? We do. Or chocolate pleases us. You see? Yeah. Or le gusta el chocolate. Now who likes the chocolate? Well, remember, le can be him or her or you, formal. So chocolate pleases him, or chocolate pleases her, or chocolate pleases usted, you, formal, right? So when we're talking about the verb gustar, we're talking about conjugating the verb according to the subject. That's always been the rule. It's just that in Spanish, when it comes to the verb gustar, the subject is what's being liked, not who is doing the liking. Okay? All right, muy bien. That doesn't mean, however, we can't manipulate the verb gustar. Remember all these conjugations up here? The verb gustar, do you remember? Okay? Tell you what, I'm going to rewrite this. Let me rewrite this. We've got the verb gustar. Gustar. And then in the yo form, it'd be what? Yo gusto. Tú gustas. Ella, usted gusta. Nosotros gustamos. And ellos, ellas, ustedes gustan. Watch what we do here. Watch what we do. In fact, what I'm going to do, tell you what, we know this is the verb gustar. You don't need to be reminded of that. I'm just going to scoot these up a little bit here, out of the way. Okay. Now remember, in Espanol, the subject is what's being liked. So if I wanted to say, if I were talking about, let's say, actually, you know what? Hold on. We've got our conjugation of the verb gustar. I'm going to scoot these over here because what I want to put up in this corner, I want you to remind me, what are my indirect object pronouns? Remember the chocolate pleases me, or chocolate pleases you, or chocolate pleases us, chocolate pleases him. What are those indirect object pronouns? You remember? Me, te, me, you, right? Le, and again, le could be he, she, or you, formal. Nos, us, right? And then les. Again, les could be they masculine, they feminine, or you all, right? Okay. So we've got our indirect object pronouns. We've got our conjugations of the verb gustar. Let's say something, we wanted to say something about liking. We liked chocolate before. Let's say now we want to like, well, here, let's just quickly review with the chocolate. Let's just quickly review with the chocolate. El chocolate. El chocolate. Now remember, in Spanish, we don't like things. Things please us. Chocolate, in this case, pleases us. So which verb conjugation am I going to use for chocolate? Am I chocolate? No. Are you chocolate? No. Are we chocolate? No. Are they chocolate? No. Even he and she isn't chocolate, but remember, third person singular, that's he, she, it. Chocolate is an it. So this is the conjugation I'm going to use, because remember, my verb conjugation must agree with the subject, and in the case of Spanish, the subject is what is being liked, not who is doing the liking, but what is being liked, okay? So if I want to say, you tell me, if I want to say, I like chocolate, or chocolate pleases me, what is that going to sound like? I want to write those independent of each other. What's that going to sound like? Me gusta el chocolate. Huh? Me gusta el chocolate. If I wanted to say chocolate pleases you, what's that going to sound like? One more? No. Excuse me. Literally, chocolate pleases you. Read the Spanish translation backwards in English. If it makes sense, we're good. Te gusta el chocolate, right? Or chocolate pleases us. Nos gusta el chocolate. You get all of that, right? But now let's say all of a sudden it wasn't just one chocolate or chocolate in general that we're talking about. But what if I was talking about a box of chocolates? My good friend Forrest Gump. I hope you get the reference. Anyway, what if I was talking about a box of chocolates? Plural. Los. Oops, sorry. I want to keep my color codes here. Los chocolates. Now I'm not talking about a singular chocolate or chocolate in general. I'm talking about plural chocolates. Remember, my verb has to match my subject, okay? Does this third person singular conjugation of the verb match my plural chocolates? It doesn't, does it? So I'm going to have to go back and find my third person singular chocolates. Again, look at the board. I am not chocolates. You are not chocolates. He or she is not chocolates. Singular doesn't work with the plural chocolates anyway. We are not chocolates. But here we've got a plural. Remember, that's they or you all, but it's also the plural, more than one, right? And since chocolates is plural, more than one, I need my plural conjugation of the verb. Gustan. You see? And then I can manipulate my indirect object pronouns accordingly. Who do the chocolates please? Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Who do the chocolates please? Me gustan los chocolates. Meaning the chocolates, plural, they please, plural, me. See, the verb has to be conjugated according to the subject. The subject is plural, so I need that plural conjugation. Who do the chocolates please? They please me, or I like chocolates. Me gustan los chocolates. What about now? Now whom do the chocolates please? You, right? Te gustan los chocolates. Plural verb because the subject's plural. Te gustan los chocolates. Now, who likes the chocolates, or whom does the chocolates please? Nos gustan los chocolates. The chocolates please us. They please us. You see, the reason why we've kept this verb plural is because what is being liked is plural. Los chocolates. You see? Okay? So that's how we would manipulate. Now let's say, here, let's put this back. Now let's say we're talking about, I don't know, a shirt. ¿Cómo se dice shirt en español? Do you remember? Se dice la camisa, la camisa, la camisa. And I want to talk about how much I like the shirt, or how much you like the shirt, or how much we like the shirt, how much they like the shirt, or how much the shirt pleases me or pleases us. You see? So first, remember in Spanish, the subject is what's being liked, not who's doing the liking. So I've got to determine, is this a singular subject or a plural subject? Which verb conjugation am I going to use for my subject, la camisa? Again, look at the board. I am not a shirt. You are not a shirt. We are not a shirt. They are not a shirt. Even he and she is not a shirt. But because it's third person singular is he, she, it, singular shirt, singular verb conjugation. And now I just have to figure out who likes the shirt. If I were to say, nos gusta la camisa, who likes the shirt? Or whom does the shirt please? Us. We like the shirt. Nos gusta la. And again, read the Spanish translation backwards in English if it makes sense. The shirt pleases us. If this word were not us, but we, nosotros. Now read the Spanish translation backwards in English. The shirt pleases we. Nosotros se dice we. That's how you say we. The shirt pleases we. Is that how we would say it? No. Well, then something's wrong. Something's not right. You don't say the shirt pleases we. What do we say? We say the shirt pleases us. What's the Spanish word for us? Nos. Or if I wanted to say, me gusta la camisa. Me gusta la camisa. Now who likes the shirt? Or whom does the shirt please? Shirt pleases me, right? Read it backwards. The shirt pleases me. Again, if we're talking about me, I, right? You know, I, ¿cómo se dice I en español? Yo. That's I, right? Well, read the Spanish translation backwards in English. If it makes sense, we're good. Does this make sense? The shirt pleases I. Is that how we would say it in English? The shirt pleases I. No, we don't say the shirt pleases I. We don't say the shirt pleases I. What do we say? We say the shirt pleases me. The shirt pleases me. And that makes sense. So now I've got the right verb conjugation. I got the right pronouns in place. It's all making sense. Okay? But again, what if I wanted to say something about not the shirt, but plural shirts? Las camisas. Huh? Now my subject has just become plural. And I've got a singular conjugation of the verb. That's a problem. So do you see another conjugation up here that I could use as my third person plural? Again, I am not shirts. You are not shirts. We are not shirts. Even they are not shirts. But remember, that's third person plural for more than one thing. So because I have plural camisas, I need my plural conjugation of the verb. Plural subject, plural conjugation of the verb. Okay? And from there, I can manipulate whom the shirts please, or who likes the shirts. Te gustan las camisas. You like the shirts, or the shirts please you. Me gustan las camisas. I like the shirts, or the shirts please me. Nos gustan las camisas. We like the shirts, or the shirts please us. Le gustan las camisas. He or she or you formal like the shirts, or the shirts please him or her, or you formal. Or les gustan las camisas. They all or you all like the shirts, or the shirts please them all or you all. You see how that works? Okay? So it's not hard manipulating conjugations of the verb gustar. We just have to remember the verb gustar does not mean to like. It means to be pleasing. We do not like things in Spanish. Things please us. Now, I know that sounds weird. Next time you're at a party and you see somebody you like, right? Fellas, you see a girl that you like, or gals, you see a boy that you like, or whatever. You see someone you like, right? And you go up to him and you say, "Hi, you please me," right? I mean, well, we don't. That's weird. Someone comes up to you at a party and says, "Well, hello there. You please me." That's weird. That's not how we say it in English. That's not how we express it in English. But in Espanol, that's exactly what you're saying. You please me, right? Meaning, I like you, right? So be mindful of that, okay? For example, well, here, let's just practice that a little bit. Let's get rid of camisas. What if I were to say something like, me gustas? Me gustas. Translate it. What does it say? Again, read the Spanish translation backward in English. You please me. Does that make sense? You please me, or I like you. And again, when's the last time you were at a party and you walked up to someone you liked and you said, hello there, you please me? That's not how we would express that in English. But in Espanol, me gustas, you please me, or I like you, right? Or if I were to say, nos gustas, you please us, or we like you, you see? Or if I wanted to say, how about if I wanted to say, te gusto. Te gusto. What does that say? Again, read the Spanish translation backwards in English. I please you, or you like me, right? And again, when was the last time you went up to someone and said, I please you? No, we don't express it that way. You would say, or we would say, you like me, right? But in Espanol, this is how we express it. So again, read the Spanish translation backwards in English. And if it makes sense, we're good. I please you, or you like me, right? Or nos gusto, I'm sorry, I couldn't say that. How about le gusto? Le gusto, right? Read it backwards. I please him, or I please her, or whoever the le is, you see. Le gusto, right? She likes me, or he likes me, or you, usted, like me, you see. But again, reading the Spanish translation backwards in English, if it makes sense, we're good. Okay? Does that help? Okay, muy bien. Gracias, por favor. Just get used to manipulating the verb gustar. Just remember, in Spanish, we don't like things. Rather, things please us. Okay? And in Spanish, the subject is what is being liked, not the person doing the liking. So keep that in mind. And the verb gustar shouldn't be as difficult as it otherwise would be for most. Okay? This is a difficult concept if you let it, so just don't let it. Be mindful of the verb gustar. Be mindful that we're using indirect object pronouns. And remember, I like chocolate is fine to say in English, but in Spanish we have to say the literal equivalent of chocolate pleases me. Chocolate pleases me. You see? All right. If you have any questions, review the book, review your notes, review the lessons, the activities in the book. If you have any questions, let me know. And this will be it for this video. Stay tuned for more to come. Gracias. Adios. Adios.